I've started the webinar slightly early, guys. Hey, Peter, Gary, because I'm in a trade right now, crypto spot trading using the bundle. I'm also going live on YouTube at the same time, but it's going to take the stop out here. So I just hopped on live on YouTube on my new crypto talk channel and managed and did this trade basically. And now we are very close to my trading stop, taking it out. I think it's locking in $400 something profit right here, right now. Ethereum, ETH/USDT, using that crypto trading bundle, which is the same as the day trading bundle for futures. I'm just having a lot more movement on crypto recently, so switched a little bit. Ethereum making more new highs just recently, which is phenomenal. The start of this trade was on I did it live, so I'm going to put that in the chat there on the YouTube, and then also on the chat in Zoom. All panelists and attendees, so you can watch that at your own leisure. I just hopped on live when the trade went in just to go through the management of that trade, but in reality we had a crab pattern on the Harmonics form, completing the auto completion zone after testing the highs from today and the all-time highs. So good setup, but then I actually wanted the xBrat to give me some real good, all the stars, all the ducks in a row, that sort of thing. So that's where we were with that. Got the 6-star entry here, and then managed to trade, and that recording of that live will show you that. But right now we are testing those highs, and we're always going to take a bit of profit taking. So been reasonably aggressive with that trailing stop and got it just below this pivot here, below the EMA cloud. So if it does take it out, it'll take profit and I will be all good. So welcome everybody. I know I started a bit early. I just wanted to get this in. This is live, and then you have to excuse this. I've broken my wrist, so I have to keep it elevated. Hey, Frederico. So Frederico is in Argentina. Where's everybody else from? We'll just watch this trade until we got to the official start time, which should be in about 6 minutes. Not doing too bad. Good restful weekend. I went to Sevilla for a city break for the weekend, which was really good. First time I've been able to travel. Daytona Beach, Michael, lovely. Yeah, opposite side of the world, Federico, in Argentina. Your winter is coming, our summer is definitely here. In Spain. Yeah. I wouldn't do Seville in the summer. It was 35 degrees Celsius, and we're only in May when we were there at the weekend. It's very hot. Oh yes, Damien Island. So right now it's quite hard to adjust this stop until we start and we get some price action above these all-time highs here, because this EMA cloud is going to stall. You can see the volume at the bottom stalling as well. We've got 5 minutes until we're supposed to officially start, but I did start early because of this trade. I wanted to sort of carry on from that live that I did where I hopped on for this trade on Ethereum USDT. Anybody got any questions on this? So basically it's the day trading bundle, but also renamed for crypto traders for crypto trading bundle. If you've got any changes, okay, no problem, Michael. If you've got any questions about this, just ask. This is the whole point of these webinars, is for support for our users of our indicators. You get me for an hour live, broken bones and all, to answer your questions and give you guys support. We've just gone through a major upgrade on the TradeStation Harmonic patterns because the way the architecture had been changed by TradingView. Sorry, it wasn't working too well on TradingView, was printing too late, but now it prints live. It does it all just beautifully. So we're very happy with those upgrades. The guys and the dev team worked extremely hard for a week to get that achieved, as it were. So Peter, Veronica, Gary, Federico, and we're a little early, but any questions on the harmonics, on the xBrat, the EMA cloud, all this together, how it forms sort of trading. I've done lots of training videos just recently to help everybody, but this is the time to ask questions if you've got them. Okay. Still trying to push. I'll show you the Ethereum on my bigger view. This is my investment portfolio. I do a live show every Friday morning now with my current investment portfolio. So my average holding on Ethereum, and I've got 6 coins now, is 1,650. We're at nearly 4,200. So I am way over double the money. And this all started when I started trading live with this at the end of February this year. I was a skeptic until then, but then over the last 6 months or so, did a lot of research on crypto, how it behaves. Does it help? The type of behavioral science that has sort of dictated my trading for the last 20 years. Does that hold true was my question. Do I have to learn too many new tricks? Do I really interest? But to be honest, with Elliott Wave, with the xBratAlgo, with Harmonics, everything that I've used and then subsequently developed, it works very well. To the point where I've invested in that initial portfolio under 15,000, and now the value is 35,000 in less than 3 months. And to be honest, at the moment, stock swing trading is very slow. Indexes are flat, and I think I chose the right time. Okay, Divergence Cloud for shorter time frames, Brian. Okay, from on YouTube Live. So on the 2 minute here, Divergence Cloud there, ATR period 7. The default is 14, but I'm on the 2 minute time frame, so I don't need to look back that far for the average 2 range. I need to be more aggressive, and I need to get those confirmations early because we're trading on that shorter time frame. So the difference I've made from the standard ATR, which is 14, is I've gone to 7. That holds true for the 2 minute, the 3 minute, and even the 5 minute. But to be honest, with the 5, I think 11 works better, Brian, if that helps. Harmonics works well on shorter and larger time frames, Brian, actually. The video I put in the crypto talk was on Litecoin. I put that in the chat on YouTube and on Zoom. Watch that. You watch those harmonics patterns change, and you'll be amazed how well it is on shorter time frames. Now, with the crypto trading bundle, you with harmonics, for every 1 harmonic trade, you may get 15 to 20 xBrat trades. Okay. Because the xBrat looks a different type of strategy, and it gives you more trading opportunities, and obviously using that Divergence Cloud then to give you confirmation is really good. But don't be afraid of using those harmonics to help you trade there. If I go to Litecoin, oh no, I can't go on that one. I'm just trialing Renko there. So we're struggling right now, ETH, on this trade with $554 in profit. I've got profit locked in underneath this pivot, so we just let it ride for now. Okay, we let it ride. So let me just go through and go to Litecoin, and I did this on the video that I gave you the thing for, but I just want to go back on the 3 minute here. Okay, I just want to show you something. Okay, so was it this one? May have been this one. Let me go. You can only play back on TradingView on normal candles, not Heikin Ashi. Okay, that's one of the things you must be aware of. You change it to candles, it's not going to affect. It's going to affect xBrat. It's not going to affect the harmonics if you just want to do a little bit of back testing here. So if I just hit the playback button and we go back to this sort of level here, and this is what it would look like on your chart. Hopefully I've got the new version on here. I started panicking then. Okay, so there. You see how we actually print a bat pattern at this point as soon as that D pivot gets to the criteria that gives us bat pattern. Now, if we play this forward now, if this was live, you see the D pivot then adjusts again for each candle move down. The automated pattern completion zones there, it's been pushed through. Watch this bat pattern change to crab when it breaks the rules for bat. Any minute now. I'm not overly convinced on playback it acts exactly like it does live, but I may be wrong. But that should change to crab. Okay. New low there, just changed to crab. Did you see that? Now we've got that pattern completion zone. We've got the D pivot here. Okay. So it changes automatically because the rules are broken for BAT. Now it's saying it's a crab pattern. Where do you enter for this crab pattern? We need confirmation from the Divergence Cloud first, okay, but also potentially up above around about this sort of level here. If I can, yeah, Divergence Cloud just printed the green arrow just here, okay. Cloud's starting to go green. I want to go above this pivot. Target is just up here. So this is where, we haven't got an xBrat here, but we've got the harmonic for this trade on Litecoin. It's in now. Stop loss, you can have initially below this D pivot, but right now you could go below this pivot here, actually, just before the Divergence Cloud entry. Oh, brilliant, Stealth. Well done. Well done. No, we don't have a trial for the indicators, Mahir. Stealth, if you are really loving these crypto trading bundles, please get in touch with Damien and give us a review, because, some people love to moan, but actually less people like to give us those reviews, but they are fantastic. I mean, this trade, as you can see here, really moving, and this was the Litecoin train you got in as well, so fantastic. So now we're entering the sort of zone where we want to take profits, okay, because there's a bit of resistance here, but also a deep crab has formed. It's not completed in the auto completion zone, but we've had a great trade here and we're up to that resistance zone. So you've got to be thinking about being very aggressive with your trailing stop, or just taking that profit all the way up here. And that, that's the way to do that. Because we've not got an xBratAlgo, you're looking at this A and this C pivot here to form a zone as a target zone, if you like, for that trade. It's attempting it again. So At this point now, you see the deep crab disappears. It's broken the rules. Okay, you're in and around that support and resistance zone. You know, you need to be very, very aggressive now, even up to this pivot here with your trailing stop. If you didn't, it's taken out there. So if you didn't take that that profit target with that zone, that's where you'd need to be. Let's go to this Ethereum trade that's still in. Okay, so now what I want to do is just adjust that below that EMA Cloud, $460 locked in there. Yeah, my motive wave works the same. Okay, I don't think it shows it in bubbles. It just shows it as a it's labeled, but it's the same. They all work the same. The issue we had was on TradingView, it was printing too late. So we had to, because of the architecture of the code, but that's all been changed and it's working very, very well. No problem. So we're looking at trying to test these highs again now. One thing that I did on that live video when I started this trade live was discuss the, we should be on the 2 minute there. Okay, now that's better. This trade was on the 2 minute. I thought that looked a bit odd. So now I've adjusted that a little longer, over $500 profit locked in here. This EMA Cloud's heading towards this pivot zone here. We're forming this bullish pennant. If the volume can pick up, this is going to take off again. But I've been very, very strict in the criteria I have for this trailing stop to lock in as much profit as I can. So it depends. This is 10 ETH, but it's on leverage. So you know, in reality, if you use, I don't know where you're based, but if you use Bybit, Federico, for example, $200 in your account on 5x would be $1,000 risk. You'd be actually on more profit right now. This is just a 3x type trade. So Bybit, you can go up to 50x on that if you wanted to. Okay, so there's different time frames we're here for this particular indicator. For spot trading, 2, 3, 5 minute, 15 minutes good as well. Depends on the actual pair, the crypto pair, if you like. I've been concentrating a lot on the spot trading for the USDT, the tether pairs, so ETH, BTC, ADA, Link, Litecoin, that sort of thing. Doge is massive for us at the moment as well. So that's what we've been concentrating on a lot just recently for spot trading. But then on the hourly time frame, there's some sort of longer term swings that you can trade. You know, on the daily time frame for investing, for example, if I bring that chart over, we're on an Elliott wave 3 now. We've got to wait for a wave 4 pullback. Okay. Where are we on SOL on one of my, so SOL is the same sort of thing. You know, but we can go down time frames to look for those entries. When we look on the hourly, for example, we can see, you know, I need to zoom out quite a bit here. You see 6-star buy here on the xBratAlgo on the hourly allowed me to get this next position that really moved up. It looks a bit messy on this time frame, I must admit, because this is my investing chart set, if you like. Ethereum, again, lots of entries in this. You see how this wave 4 came back on the Elliott wave and hit the 5th wave target. Wave 4 pulled back, hit the 5th wave target. You know, behavior is really, really good. So another stealth. When the completion zone is larger or smaller, does that indicate different outcomes? No. The completion zones are usually fatter on a crab pattern after a bat fails. Yeah. The completion zone is purely to do with fib overlap. So what you do on an ABC D correction, to get the D pivot, you do lots of different fib extensions and retracements. And where those overlap gives you the zone. Now, in this case, the zone is fat. But again, we'd look for help with this. Okay, we'd look for help. Let me just put that back on Heikin Ashi. We look for help on this one with the xBratAlgo. In the video that I put the link in there, there was no xBratAlgo, and we went for a more conservative entry there. And again, using that EMA cloud, using the Divergence Cloud for confirmation. So this is now pushing out very, very well here. Let me just put those as answered. I did say in the live hop on that I did before for this, when the start of this trade, I did say most likely the way this is running, when I get into the webinar, I'll still be managing this, which is phenomenal. Now we're getting the EMA cloud just poke its head up above the bottom of the EMA cloud, above this recent support and resistance zone. Again, I'm actually making these support and resistance zones from previous tests. You know, recently, framed my chart recently purely because this is where the price action is right now. To put my head above that parapet now, I would like to see some more volume come in, because there's another chance that this could come down, test slightly higher support and go again. So, you know, right now, it's just a matter of being patient with this trade going on. Just want to show you on the Elliott wave, on the fifth wave, one of the trades I took profit in today with my inner circle. There you go. CMC hit the target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Hit the fifth wave target. Took the profit. Happy days. Okay. So when you swing trading on stocks, for example, Elliott wave on the daily time frame is just absolutely spot on. But everything's got to be right. I used the 2 EMA clouds on the daily time frame for stocks because we pull back on a wave 4, we pull back into the green zone. That's an 85% probability it's going to go on and hit that fifth wave target zone. Also, we get this non-linear support from the 55-day EMA cloud. I use 55 and 89. We then, remember, we've got rules with the false breakout stochastic and the oscillator. First rule on the stochastic, we've got some false breakouts at the top, pulls down and crosses in the oversold zone on that wave 4. Tick. Yeah, check in a box. Perfect. Next thing we do is we measure that wave 4 pullback on the Elliott wave oscillator. That has to be between 90 and 140%. Check. So this is behaving very, very well. Everything is right. And again, this is the sort of measurements and things I'll be doing on that Ethereum pullback as well. Okay. So everything was good. Nice trade out. DVA, another one that I'm in, and this is a bit of a monster move actually. So this one is an Elliott wave, but it was also backed up by the 5 and 6 star buys here on the daily time frame. Excuse me a minute, I just need to readjust that. Where are we? I think we were over. I think it was this one. 6274. The crypto trading bundle me here is just the one. Okay, and will you be looking at on TradingView? If so, I'll get ready with the link. No, we were, it must have been this one then here. I've got the Zoom and the YouTube live at the same time, so I'm going. So I'm going to put the bundle price, the thing in there. Thank you, Brian Hacker. Thank you for recommending the crypto bundle. Please get in touch with Damien to give him your testimonial. Damien at trying to type with a freaking global trading software.com. That'll be very much appreciated, Brian. This is actually, yes, there we are. Bonker Bratby. It was on the weekly time frame DVA. That's why I couldn't find it. Fifth wave move, almost at that. Thank you, Stealth. Again, made your money back. I mean, to be honest, I made a video today, and it was literally, it made $5,000 in a day. The crypto bundle for life is $1,500. The return on investment is fantastic. You just need to be patient. Watch all the training videos that are put on the YouTube channel, and you will do it. Stealth, Brian Acker, both just put they've just made money using this, the crypto trading bundle. So again, this is DVA, fifth wave move, stocks on the weekly time frame, and then using multiple time frame strategy on the daily. We had the 5 and 6 star buys, giving us that entry down here. Just over $111. So this is working out very well just now. Okay, so now we've started to put our head above that parapet with this EMA cloud. We do have some a pullback starting, but it is very low volume. Just going to see if we form a pivot here first before I adjust that stop. So yes, or LL, Stealth and Brian Acker in that YouTube live session are both making money on this, made the money back on the crypto trading bundle. So we have the Harmonic pattern indicator, the xBratAlgo, the Divergence Cloud, and the EMA Cloud. And the EMA Cloud, the pink one, is what I'm using at the moment to manage this current trade. Back. I'm going to check on the line. Yeah, it's still going good. Okay. So it's about being patient, and if it's just purely crypto, you need to be looking at that on the crypto trading channel. I put a lot of videos on there to help training. Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat there for crypto, and in here. So I almost make a video every day of the week, not the weekends. And when you look at the channel here, you'll see Crypto Talk Show. So that's my live talk show every Friday going through crypto investing. Okay. Yeah, framing your chart, really, really very important. So crypto trading training, you click on that playlist there. These are all the videos I've made so far. So setting up xBrat signals on TradingView. I've got a crypto trading course, behavior. Okay. This was the first one, then part 1 gives you real examples. So this is a must video. Watch these two here, crypto trading course, learn crypto trading volume, price action and behavior. And then the follow-up with real examples. We've got, I did one today using the crypto trading bundle, and there was $5,000 in those 2 trades on Litecoin. Scalping, trying to use different examples all the time. And one of the main things is framing your charts. Okay, you really must do that, and I do teach that in this trading course here as well. So please subscribe to that channel. I hopped on live for that trade today. Okay, for this trade that it's still in right now. I hopped on there live today and talked everybody through it, and those entries and stuff. And I try and make as many training videos as I can to give you different circumstances, different types of trade entry. Bear with me a second. Yes, you have to be patient, okay? Even when scalping or day trading, you need the signals. You need to understand, you need to look left, understand those support and resistance zones. Is there a reason not to get in a trade? That's what you should be looking at, really. Is there a reason not to get in this trade? You should be asking yourself. And if there is, don't get in. You need a signal. You need a confirmation. You need a sensible entry strategy. And again, with those training videos, I try to put in different entry strategies for different types of conditions. But one of the main things that every trader must do is look left and put those support and resistance zones on. So let's just go to another chart right now, ADA. Okay, I'm going to go to the hourly. It's an empty chart, and I need to understand where some recent support and resistance zones are. Oh, pain, 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 pain. So one of the things I'm looking at is these bottoms here, okay? For me, that's a big support and resistance zone there, okay? If it comes down to test and I get a signal coming back off there, that's very, very good. We've got some highs recently as well with ADA. We've had a couple of tests on the hourly. This could form a decent resistance zone. Whoa. Click there. Elliott Wave is better for 4-hour and hourly on crypto, and again with stocks as well. You need larger time frames, and it stays on your chart. It just doesn't repaint and disappear. So it adjusts according to the rules for those Elliott waves. So for me, I use the Elliott wave purely just for the investing. Sometimes for those entries, for those additional entries into my portfolio, I will use smaller time frames and use that xBratAlgo or whatever. Well done, Stealth. So Stealth took the trade on May the 9th on ADA, 6-star buy, $400 profit with $100 risk. That's the type of trade you should be doing. A 1 to 4 is fantastic. Okay. Now, so again, framing your charts, very, very important. We do have, a potential other zone here where we hit in here. Okay. So, and those lows. But you do that on the hourly, you go down to the 2-minute, you've got a lot of room between those zones, okay? A lot of room. 6-star buy here, boom, straight into that resistance zone, okay? 6-star sell, boom, all the way down. Phenomenal, okay? You see here where we get these harmonic patterns, they do not complete in the completion zone. You ignore them, okay? You ignore these trades because they didn't complete in the completion zone. Just check on the ETH/USDT trade again. Okay, so just coming down again here on low volume. I'm going to leave the trading stop where it is to see if this linear support resistance zone can hold as support. So, I've locked in over 400 bucks on there anyway, so I'm just going to let that play out. I think that might actually take the stop. With Heikin Ashi, one thing you must realize is the actual price is down below 4174 at the moment, even though it says 417810, because that's an averaging candle. The price is 4173.95. Our stop is at 4168.30. It's not taking it out yet. Okay, so that's one thing to be aware of on Heikin Ashi, is that the actual price is this one here. This is the price showing now, okay, on the candle. So it's an averaging candle. That's one of the things to keep an eye on. So now the averaging candle is showing 4172.20, but the actual price is 4174. So you'll notice after a period of time, if that actual price remains up above the averaging price, that candle will move up. If not, now it's getting closer now, okay? 4170.50. This is getting closer, taking the stop out and taking the profit, okay? Just taking the profit on there because it's run out of juice. And that's, you be patient and be very, very disciplined, okay? See how that's coming down now? Profit's taken. He used the I don't know whether Stealth, I don't know whether you used the xBrat or the Harmonics or both really within the bundle. Okay, so what time have we got? We've been on half an hour. Got half an hour left, guys. There's a lot of people in the Zoom room as well. Have you got any questions for me? And it doesn't have to be on crypto. It can be on stocks or futures. But this is the time for you to get support on the indicator suites, whether it's Elliott Wave, xBratAlgo, Harmonic. You want me to look at the roller coaster? You just give me the questions. Let me help you understand a little bit more. And one of your daily routines has got to be going to if you're a crypto trader, going to the Crypto Talk YouTube channel, subscribe to it, watch those videos every day. If you're a non-crypto trader and you're trading using the indicators on futures, forex, stocks, that sort of thing, go to the Global Trading Software YouTube channel, subscribe, watch the videos, make it part of your daily routine. I may spend a lot of time making these videos, trying to help you to understand the signals, the confirmation, and the entry strategy. Okay? GC, so let's go and have a look at gold futures. So let me load that chart for my xBrat metals. Oh, gold doesn't look too good today. Oh, that's pretty horrible actually. There was a short this morning coming off a harmonic crab pattern there. Short was short-lived, but it was still a trade. This is a good example actually on gold of the harmonics here. Hang on a minute. I've got the old version, so bear with me. Yeah, okay, Lou, I'll go through the xBrat on BTC or ETH shortly. Let me just do this gold. I've got it. Those that have got the harmonics pattern on trading view, we've just updated it. You need to take it off your chart and then you need to add it again. When you add it again, you will see the target zones here. For me, I just like to turn them off, really. Some people like to use them, that's why I've included them. I turn them off. Okay. Again, we're on the 15-minute here, so my Divergence Cloud should be set at 14, not 17. Okay. Show targets, no. Okay. Right, so we got the Gartley pattern completing this auto completion zone, but we need confirmation for the entry here. So we need a divergence cloud to go red. It doesn't do it. Okay, we get a green up arrow here going into that completion zone. This starts to move down. We never get a close above the EMA cloud, but we don't get the confirmation from the divergence cloud, so we just don't take it. Okay, To be honest, gold wasn't great trading today. Though during the European morning, there probably was a trade here on the 5 minute for this crab pattern complete. We got the zone, the divergence cloud, but it ran out of juice. Gold wise today has been very, very slow, very choppy. One of the trades you should walk away from. Okay. You don't need to be trading if it's choppy. Yes, you've got to be ready to get in. But this has been some major chop today. Let me just have a look on the, I don't know if you're a scalper or not. Has it been okay for scalping today? Yeah, pretty good. But on the 1 minute, we have to change the divergence cloud to 7. Okay. That's where we are. So recently there's been a short on the 1 minute here. It's only a 10 tick short, so no divergence cloud confirmations on these longs, even on the 1 minute. So no trades for gold today. You don't get them every day, and that's the point. If you're a day trader, don't look for reasons to get in the trade. Okay, you need to find reasons not to get in the trade today. And if you're in the US, you're coming into the US session and you've seen the European move up, but now you've got this chop, it's not worth trading. It really isn't. Even on this 3 minute here. Okay, so we've got a 6-star sell. We've also got the divergence cloud, but look where we've had a recent rejection. What you've got to be saying to yourself, am I prepared to risk my money to go short into support? Don't go short into support. It's as simple as that. That'll be 14, Mike, on the divergence cloud. It'll be 14 on the ATR for Enki on the daily time frame. You may I would stick with 14 on the daily. Maybe go to 21 and trial it and back test it, Mike. 21 on the ATR, but don't go any above that. But again, with this 6-star here, my entry strategy. Excellent, Mike. Well done. 7,600 profit on NQ, and you used a 21. Fantastic, Mike. Well done. So yeah, entry for this is pretty difficult on gold. We're getting towards, the European session has closed. We are going to run out of juice a bit, and I've got a lot of support above there. I'm just going to walk away from gold, really. That's my thing. Hey, Wolfgang, how you doing? I'm getting questions from both Zoom and YouTube, so just bear with me a second. You're welcome, Lou. So let's just go back to ETH BTC, and we're going to talk about the xBratAlgo. So I want to go. I'll go to BTC as an example here. Oh, look at that bat pattern complete and the resulting short. But we wanted to look at xBratAlgo, didn't we? I can't tell you how effective these are combined together. Look, 15-minute crab pattern completes, short all the way into support there. Fantastic move. So let's talk about this xBratAlgo here. And I'm going to use the playback. The only problem is I'm on Heikin Ashi now. Those signals may disappear. Yes, they do. I can't do playback on the xBrat. I do apologize, Lou. So you get a 4-star sell. So a 6-star is the highest probability. It's a little later. That gives you 12 points of control, all in the right, checking the box, really high probability. 5-star is 11, 4-star is 10. Now, in this situation though, I've had crab pattern complete in the automated completion zone, and I've started to move down. So I can be really aggressive with this entry and use the 4-star signal in this case. Okay. Before the 4-star signal candle, and I'll highlight it just to show you, we get this red triangle. Now, this red triangle is not an xBrat. It is the Divergence Cloud, which is giving you confirmation that you are in a bearish state. The divergences are moving apart. The volatility is moving in the direction of bears. Yeah, you're going short. Okay. So now we get the 4-star sell signal. We've already got the Divergence Cloud confirmation. So our entry here would be below the low of that candle, that 4-star signal candle. Okay. The stop for this would be above the EMA cloud, above that signal candle. This is the stop. Okay. You've got a bit of time to sort this out. It's a 15-minute time frame. Okay. Risk to reward to the support. Use the fib extension tool. 3 clicks on this. First on the stop, second on the entry, move it along to the right, third on the entry. So risk to reward. Okay. That's our stop. That's our entry. If it goes against us, this is in your mind right now. If it goes against us, I'm prepared to lose $1,000. Okay, so if I'm on Bybit, I'm going to risk $200 on 5x. That's $1,000. Yeah, that's my risk. My potential reward to the support zone is $1,600. That's a good risk to reward, is it not? Okay, so now my entry's in, and then I'm just going to use the EMA cloud to manage this. Hits the support zone over 2 to 1, $2,000 profit here. Anybody in their right mind, when it's at support and you're rejecting and coming back up, take the profit. Okay. So the xBratAlgo gives you the signal. It starts at 3-star, then 4, then 5, then 6. It doesn't always print them all. Okay, blue. But the little red triangle here, the one that pointing down, is your confirmation from the Divergence Cloud. These little red triangles pointing up are warning you that the divergences are coming back together slightly. Okay, so keep your stop tight. Okay, so keeping your stop tight means making sure you're at least risk free. Okay, I like to let this test the EMA cloud, come back down, test again. Now it starts to move. Make it risk free above that pivot. Okay, now we get on the 15-minute on the Heikin Ashi, we get one green triangle here, and then we move down again. Move it above the EMA. When the EMA cloud high goes through that high there, adjust it to this point here. At this point, I'm taking profit. Okay, $2,000. I'm in. I'm done. But if you were 10x, you've risked 200 times 10. That's $2,000. That's $4,000 profit. And those crazy people on 50x, it's just stupid money. Okay. Yeah, there's on the channel, on the Global Trading Software channel, there is a playlist for EMA Cloud. Okay, and in all the training videos that I do now, like I did today, is adjusting it so you can start with 34, go to 21, and then to 13 to make it really aggressive, depending on the time frame you're using. So yes, those EMA clouds, there's lots of videos on there, lots of examples. So I know one of my inner circle, for example, he gets up early in the morning and he watches 2 hours of videos every day on YouTube, okay, to train his brain. And that's the whole idea with that. So that has helped, and I am very glad. Okay, let's just delete all this stuff. You're you're welcome, Lou. And yes, Damien is on today. So Damien, thank you as well. So he does give an amazing support. And then there's John as well, who's behind the scenes, and obviously the dev team as well. So Damien's customer facing all the time, and obviously I'm here once a month to give this live webinar, make the support videos to help you. And if it's too technical for Damien, I'll give Damien the answer for that as well. So let me get rid of those. So they're answered. So we've got about 20 minutes left, guys. Again, this is here for you. Trevor, GDX. Trevor's a stock trader. He's been with us for ages. Need to look on the weekly for this. Again, I'm not going to do stock picks and stuff. I'm purely looking as that is right. So even if this is a wave 4, we've got a false breakout on the bottom here for the Elliott wave pullback. So that actually, could come down. To be honest, right now, I would say on the daily we could be looking at a wave 4 potentially coming to give us that short trade. Where's that? Yeah, 3681. That's great, Wolfgang. Did you see the live hop on I did earlier today for that long on Ethereum? I went on as soon as I got in the trade on the Crypto Talk channel. This is quite. I just see a lot of resistance up there. I see a hell of a lot of resistance up there. On the weekly, that's telling me it's turning bearish. Could hit this resistance and come back down again. Not a very nice wave count on the daily. It's just too scrappy. Too many corrections. Don't like that one. CL, absolutely. Let's have a look at CL. So go to my futures. Go to oil. Where's oil gone? There it is. Wow. If you were scalping oil today, you made a lot of money. Lock on the 3 minute, or 2 minute even. Oil for me is 3 or 5 minute. I don't like to go any lower. 3, 5, 12 minutes, pretty good. This afternoon was pretty standard in that we've got these 2 recent pivots, which gives us a sort of, hey, do you want to get in early? Do you want to get in late sort of thing? So the main thing for me is 6-star sell on this candle here. The Divergence Cloud confirmation afterwards. I've got some recent support here that says, hey, hang on a little minute, just wait, okay? Entry for me would be breaking those pivots here at 65.01 or just under $65, to be honest. Now, obviously, I'm more conservative in what I do, and I like to sort of accrue those trades and those wins. Now, For those being aggressive, the entry would have been around about 65.17. Me, the entry here is 64.99. So you're giving a lot away. Stop for this, though, however, would be very aggressive for me because I've got the 6-star sell. I've got the Divergence Cloud confirmation. So I put my order on at 64.99. I know my stop needs to be just above this support and resistance zone. So although it's a conservative entry, it's a very aggressive stop. Okay, so this means you can be a little bit more liberal with your the amount of contracts you want to trade, because you know the momentum's picked up and it's pushed through support there. So here we can see, okay, so stops at 65.19. So we're 20 ticks on the stop there. For one contract, that's $200. For 5 contracts, that's $1,000 risk. As soon as it hits $4,000 profit, you get out. Simple as that. Okay. Comes down really, really aggressive here. So again, we're on the 3-minute. EMA Cloud's on 21 when we first start this, okay? But we're being aggressive with the stop. So why not change that to 13? Okay, why not change that to 13? It pushes down massively here, comes down to test this. Now, when I've had a massive parabolic move like this, 5 contracts, $1,000, really aggressive, conservative entry, but aggressive stop. Parabolic move, shoots down $4,000. You're one of those, flatten type things. However, this also gives you an indication here, this next red triangle. First red triangle, beware. Second red triangle, then a green candle on this Heikin Ashi. You're going to start to think about getting out of this trade. So David, great trade today. Around about the US session open here on the 3-minute for oil. 3, 5, 12-minute, really good for oil. George, you took it. Well done. So George took the CL 6-star sell trade this morning. You got in a little, 65.02, around about that time. You're out at 64.092 contracts. Well done, George, using that xBratAlgo for that oil trade. I'm just so glad that so many people are using it and enjoying it, and no one's bitching about it. If you've got, I'm sorry for the language, ladies and gentlemen, but if you've got a problem, something's not working, get in touch. You might not be able to answer your question straight away. Your first port of call is for that 100 or so videos that I've made, because they give you entry strategies for different types of market conditions. We've just done today, I've just showed you now how to be more aggressive with that EMA Cloud, the trailing stop. So it does work. Okay, I've got lots of people on YouTube that use it for crypto, and it's working extremely well for them. We've had people here today on Zoom. It's working on NQ. It's working on CL. It's working for people. You need to be patient and disciplined. Watch those bloody videos. Keep disciplined and patient, and it will work. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of years developing the strategies, and then over the last 3 or 4 years, putting them into indicators that will work for retail traders. Okay? Okay, guys, we've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Okay, so Brian Ackers just asked, what's the most common reason for not having success with the indicators? So, the default settings are good, okay, and that's not a reason why they fail. One of the things that you will get is that people look for reasons to get in a trade. They don't follow the rules that I've put in all these videos. Signal, confirmation, where's your support and resistance zones? Look left. Is there an entry? Have you got a decent risk reward? You should be asking these questions to yourself all the time. With this oil trade, prime example here, I don't know. I can't look right. I've not got a crystal ball. I don't know if this support is going to hold. So my entry strategy is more conservative. I've already got the 6-star sell. I've got the Divergence Cloud confirmation, but I've got some support. So in my head now, I should be thinking that's a reason not to get in this trade right now. If it breaks through, I can get in this trade. I can be really tight with a stop and I'll get a runner. Okay. These are the questions you should be asking yourselves all the time. The settings, again, I'll make some more videos on those settings for the Divergence Cloud, just to change them slightly for those smaller time frames. But the default settings are the ones that are standard and should work, and we spent a lot of time developing those. So yeah, it's the entry confirmations, but also that chart craft to make sure you framed your charts. You've got those support and resistance zones on to help you identify those correct entries. So George says on Zoom is really following those rules religiously, and it's really starting to pay off. I'm an ex-soldier. I did 17 years in the military, and discipline and following rules is very, very easy for me. Okay, for some people it's not, but you've got to get in that mindset. So they're in too many videos. Good point, Henry. All these different settings. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a note in my head for now. I'm going to make a video just on settings. Yeah, I'm going to go through settings for. I'll probably do them in separate videos. One for Divergence Cloud. There's no settings for xBrat. Okay, it is an algo. It's my brain on a chart. There's no changing that. There's a few things that we can do with the harmonics to turn off targets and stuff. Really, the only settings that you'll be really interested in is the Divergence Cloud to change the ATR settings for smaller time frames. So I'll make a video for that. Then I'll make another video for the EMA Cloud for those settings for managing the trade aggressively or conservatively. But again, that does change depending on the market conditions, and you need to understand those market conditions. Yes. Now the framing and everything is already there. Okay. If we go to the playlist, put that chat in there, and I'll put it again there. So this playlist is crypto trading training. Henry, I believe you are a crypto trader. In here, there are two crypto trading course, learn crypto trading volume, price action and behavior. I talk about framing the charts in there a lot. Okay. And then there's a follow up here with real examples. And I'm sure there's a video on here I did with framing your charts as well. Must be, yeah, framing your cryptocurrency chart for spot trading crypto. Okay, it's in that playlist. It's there, and that video, 19 minutes, is purely about putting channels together and how to put those linear support and resistance zones. Okay, no problem, Henry. I know you're one of our new users, so you know. But all I would say is really get to grips with this YouTube channel. Tell all your friends to subscribe, because this training's free. I'm never going to charge you for anything of this. What I want you to do is be successful with your crypto trading bundle, or your day trading bundle, or your swing trading bundle, or whatever it is you use. I want to give you support. I want you to be successful, because then you will tell us that you're successful. So Brian, Wolfgang, Stealth, get in touch with Damien, give him those reviews, share it with your friends. Let's get this thing going, okay? This shit works. It really does work. if you're disciplined and you follow the rules. Now, I've moved away from Infinity, George. With crypto, I've gone to Bybit. We're also developing a very cool auto trader at the moment as well for crypto. And then my futures trading is all automatic now because we've got auto futures traders on TradeStation as well. So that's really, really cool. Let me just pull that off. Yes, good point, Henry. Henry's asked that do you recommend any trading cryptos? How I learn margins, because I've been trading 20 years. I've been trading forex and futures, and you understand those margins. It becomes a sort of a natural thing. I don't want to diss a lot of people on YouTube. There are some YouTube entertainers out there, okay, that all they're interested in getting a massive audience and making 10, 15 grand a month from YouTube. Please take what they say with a pinch of salt as far as margin is concerned, because margin trading is very, very dangerous. Okay, so I want to give you a very, very simple example. And I'm going to do it on the chart and I'm going to go to Ethereum. Okay, so wrong time frame. I want to go through the trade that I just did. Okay, so I want to give you a scenario here. Is that this thing that people use on YouTube, these YouTube entertainers, they go like this and they go, 2.76%. That's not real money and that's not real risk. Okay. This was the trade. This is the entry on the 5-star here. Okay. Your stop is going to be here. Yes, you're going to have to do these pretty quick. Okay. So, entry, stop. If you risk $1,000 here, and now why I mean by $1,000. So, if you want to bet, let's look at margin trading as betting. Thank you, Theo. Another one that gives us a recommendation. Thank you, Theo. Again, please email Damien with your review. It would be much appreciated. So what I'm trying to do here is on ETHUSDT, if you want to bet, and margin trading is betting, and it's about the odds and the risk to reward. Okay. So if you want to, on your margin trade, go 5x, yeah, and you want to put $200 on that bet, yeah, $200. If you're going 5x, if that trade goes against you and takes you out on your stop, you're going to lose 5 times $200, $1,000, okay? If it goes with you and you get the 1-to-1, you win $1,000. Does that make sense, Henry? Thank you, Henry. Thank you very much. So see it as betting, yeah? So if you were to put a $100 risk, a $100 bet on, and you were 10 times risk, you would be risking $1,000 again. Okay, don't make it any more complicated. If you're on 50 times risk and you bet $100, you're on 50 times $100 risk. So you could lose that. Always think, what am I going to lose? 1-to-1 is a low risk reward for a trade. I like anything more than 1 to 1.6. Now, when I get a crab pattern form, I get divergence confirmation, and I get xBratAlgo, all the stars are aligned. If I get a 1-to-1 and I'm aggressive with that trading stop and make it risk-free as soon as possible, I don't mind those odds. If it's just an xBrat or just a harmonic, I need a decent risk reward to that next support and resistance zone. Okay, it depends on how much you've got on your side. Okay, so you know, I've got the crab pattern form in the automated completion zone. I've got Divergence Cloud confirmation. I've got xBrat signal. Everything's going my way. A 1-to-1 is good, but I've always got in my mind, make this thing risk-free. Yeah, make it risk-free. And in this case here, okay, I'm going to put my risk to reward on. Now, once the EMA cloud goes through that entry point here, I make it risk-free. And this is on this candle, which is going into my resistance zone, okay? So I make it risk-free. There's my trading stop. Now, every candle that closes then, once we get through this, we get a candle close here above, I can lock in 0.5%. If you watch the video back, you'll see where I've adjusted it, and then so on and so forth, and you're following that EMA cloud. So all of a sudden you've risked that 1-to-1 here. So if you were, you know, 10 risk on $200, 10x on $200, you risk $2,000. You know, you're locking in $1,500 here, for example. Once you get to that point, you're $2,000 in profit. So that risk at that point now is gone. And to be honest, all the stars are aligned. You're prepared to take a little bit more risk for a potential high reward. So again, when I'm keeping an eye on this and I'm looking at, again, watch the video playback. I did go live with this. So the idea is to make it risk-free when the bottom of the EMA cloud goes through the entry, okay? At that point, it's going into the resistance zone, so you're safe, yeah? Now, once you start to push through the resistance zone, small pivot here, wait for the EMA cloud to go through, and again, watch the video. I talk you all the way through that, and eventually, during this webinar, we took profit on this trade, okay? 2 questions there before I go. Death to Doge on the scalps. We just have a quick look at Doge before I go. Some great 6-star sells today on Doge. Federico, we need to make sure we get those shorts on as well for that auto trader. Today has been a short day. 6-star, 5 6-star sell, 6-star sell. There's been loads of great scalping opportunities on Doge going down. Okay, Federico. George, yes, sometimes it's not that easy on a short time frame, and it does take a lot of experience. But you get muscle memory, so you will learn to take that. I mean, this is a 2-minute time frame. Okay, now we look at this. Let me just change that back. I don't think I changed that EMA cloud, didn't I? 13. Let's change that back. Always start at 34 and work down. Okay, so let's talk. This is my last one before we go through. Each candle is 2 minutes. Okay, on this candle here, we get Divergence Cloud confirmation before we even get a signal. You should be saying to yourself now, if I'm going in a trade, this is my stop. Okay, when that candle closes, the next candle, you get a 5-star sell signal. Okay, below that is my entry. If I miss that, I get a 6-star sell on the next candle. That's but I've already know where my stop's going to be. Already know where my stop's going to be. Yeah. So I've got that tool ready. Click, click. There's my risk to reward. Let's look left. Where's my next major support zone? Okay. Here on that C pivot. Well, 1 to 1 to there. Okay. Where's my next one? 1 to 1.6 there. Okay. That took me less than 2 minutes before that next candle closed. Okay. And was short. Comes down to test this. Remember, I'm 34. This is not parabolic. Come up, hasn't closed up above. Now we get this pivot. Now we make it risk-free once it starts to move back down again. Above that pivot here, we get some more divergence cloud coming down. Boom, 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 boom. 3 to 1, gone, finished, done. Doge. Risk $1,000, win $3,000 on a 2-minute time frame. It's about muscle memory. The way to practice that is look back on those trades, okay? Look back on those trades, 2-minute time frame. Time yourself, okay? Let's go back. Let's just take all these off and then practice. A sprinter practices so many times that start, he gets it down, okay? So I'm going to wait to 1930 and now go. Okay, this is formed. I'm talking as well. That's where my stop's going to be. Okay. I've already framed the chart for the day. There's my support and resistance zones. Next candle prints. I've only 15 seconds since I started talking now. 5-star sell signal. Okay, that's my entry on this candle here. Okay, I am now coming up to 30 seconds since I started talking. Let's put the risk to reward in. We're now 39 seconds. We've still got to wait for that candle to close, okay? We're still okay. We can put the order on. Again, depending on your broker, they are reasonably simple. Again, just have that same thing in mind. You want to trade at risk $1,000. You're on 5x. That's $200 bet going short on 5x. Trade on. I've now been talking a minute. There's still a minute left on that on that candle. Okay. Do that. Talk to yourself. Time yourself. Even on a 2-minute. I can guarantee if you do that for a week, even on a 1-minute time frame, you'll be able to spot the stops. God, say that when you're drunk. Spot the entries. Do the risk to reward. Put the trade on, away you go. Okay. Damien, did you get that message from Gary? Yeah. Use the dome on Infinity. The dome is a lot quicker to put your trade on. It's just a click button. You already preset your contracts you want to trade, George, and you're literally just saying that's where my entry is going to be short, that's where my entry is going to be long. You can do that, yeah. It's on the chat for I'm going to put it on WhatsApp for you. It's on the Zoom chat. Just contact Gary. I've put it on WhatsApp, Damien. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. It's 7:40 p.m. I'm hungry. Oh, do you know what? I didn't record this, Damien, on Zoom. Good job I put it on bloody YouTube. Okay. I put it in the WhatsApp anyway. So everyone, if you have any further questions, yeah, feel free to email Damien on damien@globaltradingsoftware.com. I didn't record the Zoom session, but I was live on YouTube at the same time, so that will be on our channel, and I'll put it on the website as well, guys. So great session. I'll see you next month. Good trading, and just keep an eye out for all those trading videos. Take your time, get up a little earlier every day, and watch those training videos to help you understand how to use these indicators a lot better. Okay, guys. Thank you, George. Thank you, Mike, Federico, Theo, Henry, Stealth. Thanks, Damien, for coming along. Wolfgang. Who have I missed? Brian, thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. Take care, everybody.